Game of Thrones. It had just come out. Okay. So we got the entire uncensored version of Game of Thrones. I don't know what it is about. He saw it. He saw it. And then he said, why don't you also watch? We sat and watched with him the uncensored Game of Thrones. It was uncomfortable for once or twice. After some time, it's normal. He hasn't become deranged. We don't think the worst of him, right? He doesn't think the worst of us. A huge understanding has been established between us as a result of us trusting him and he's trusting us. So, even for a child of 11, 12, 13, you can just see when Game of Thrones came out and, just that, within 6 months of that, we were seeing it. Okay, so I could be wrong by a few months at most. But by seeing it with him and seeing an adult film with him, seeing a film which is explicitly sexual. I mean, if you've seen Game of Thrones, the uncensored version, you know how explicit it is. Okay, it's got a few scenes of hard porn in every episode. Right? Hard porn in every episode. So to see that with him, to see, throats being slit, heads being chopped off, mutilated bodies, and okay, you accept it. The child accepts it because the child is more grown up than you think it is. Fair enough. But I'm saying that you don't do what I did. Maybe we were wrong. You want to have some norms, have some norms. Whatever society considers to be an age-appropriate thing, do it. But don't curb speech, because curbing speech has certain implications. It has implications for thought. See, that's the worst part of it. Curbing speech has implications for thought. And for me, that is the fundamental thing. Thought does not develop if I'm told to keep my mouth shut. That's the fundamental principle. And that's where I disagree with filmmakers like Anand Patwardhan and others who believe in censorship, but who believe that we should be the censors and not somebody else. I think that's the most crappy point of view. That, leftist, there has to be a leftist perspective, there has to be a people's perspective. What is this nonsense? This is childish. I mean, you can't say that after 100 years of experience of 80 years of experience of what socialism was and how control was exercised there. Even though you say you are not them, the fact is that once you give the state the power to have that much control, or once you give some individual the power to have that much control, they're bound to use it the way they want to use it. So then again, it's detrimental to thought.